Trolls band together. Because why not make this a trilogy? When Branch's long-lost brother is captured by evil pop stars, he must reunite his family and save him using the perfect family harmony. That's the plot of this movie. I went to see an advanced screening of this film with nothing but 5-year-olds in the audience. Still a more pleasant experience than a whole bunch of teenagers going, R.
No! None of that! Shame on you!
Alright, so let me get out of the way my thoughts about the Trolls franchise as a whole. Because that's the word I have to use now. Honestly, the Trolls movies are okay. I mean, they're not offensive, they're colorfully animated, but at the same time, they're never funny. They're just an excuse to get a whole bunch of random songs on the soundtrack, and truth be told, they do have good messages in them, but God, do they do the bare minimum to fit those good messages into an awful plot. And this film is essentially just more of the same. Is it awful? No. Is it good? No. It's just sort of there for an hour and a half for your kids, and as kids entertainment goes, it's not the worst. To be fair to this film, just like the other Troll movies, it has a lot of imagination when it comes to the visuals. Both the animation of the textures and the overall ideas behind each setting in this film is full of creativity. Every one of the settings has their own unique design and feel to it, and every single one of the characters have their own distinct designs that separates themselves from all the others. And I really do appreciate just how much creativity went into at least the look of this film. By far, the best part about this movie is when they travel to this place called Party Island, full of nothing but sock people, and it is filled with all of the best jokes in the movie. And going back to that, in terms of ratioing the good jokes in this movie, I would say in every scene there is at least a decent joke or a legitimately good joke. That said, that is one good or decent joke in a whole scene where all they're trying to get you to do is laugh at multiple jokes. Especially the pop singer jokes in this film, which have been done to death so much by now that South Park is looking and saying, oh, you just copied our stuff. The good majority of jokes in this film are either not funny or not funny and told by the most annoying characters. Which brings me to Poppy. In my opinion, one of the most annoying characters in any animated movie. And for some reason, some little reason in this film, they decide to give her a sister who acts exactly like her. Why? And as for the soundtrack in this film, it's fine, I guess. I mean, they throw some good songs into the mix, but overall, as it relates to the overall story, yeah, just like the other Trolls films, it feels like this entire movie is just an excuse to get a remix out to 5-year-olds with only the slightest bit of a story making it coherent. And honestly, to rag on this movie anymore would feel like I'm just beating something raw that's already down. I mean, this movie is not good, but it is far from the worst thing you could show your kids. The animation can be very creative at times, and some of the jokes are decent, but the majority of the jokes fall flat, a lot of characters are annoying, and the soundtrack often feels forced into an overall flimsy story. There's nothing harmful for kids by any means in this film, and I suppose as an excuse to get NSYNC back together, there are worse excuses, but it's just so bland and generic that honestly, give it a week and your kid will completely forget this film existed. I'm gonna give Trolls Band Together a D+. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best, and don't forget to click subscribe and click that bell icon down below to stay up to date on all things movie, all things TV, all things nerd.